Have you ever wondered why your mum seems to resent you for no reason? Do you feel like there's an invisible force keeping you from connecting with your mum? You've spent your life fighting battles you could see, convinced that the real threats lurked outside your door. But the enemy you never saw coming was the one who should have been your greatest ally. In the safety of your home, where love and support should flow freely, lies a hidden battlefield. A conflict born from the very person who brought you into this world. As you strive to rise, you're met with resistance, not from the world, but from the one who should be lifting you higher. This is a war that cuts deeper than any other, because the wounds are inflicted by someone you once trusted implicitly. Your mother. These aren't just disagreements or misunderstandings, they're rooted in something far more sinister. This isn't about generalizing all mothers. It's about facing the painful reality that sometimes the person who gave you life also tries to take away your spirit. You grew up believing that your mother would be your strongest protector, the one person who would always have your back. But the truth is far more brutal. Many mothers are trapped in a perpetual state of adolescence, never maturing into the role that life has thrust upon them. Instead of nurturing, they lash out, treating you not as their child, but as an object of their frustration, envy, and unresolved anger. You've seen it, and so have countless others. A mother who competes with her child, belittles their achievements, and drains their spirit with her relentless criticism. This isn't some rare anomaly. It's an epidemic. I've spoken with countless clients who've endured the silent torture of a toxic mother. They describe growing up in homes where love was conditional, doled out as a reward for obedience, and withheld as a punishment for independence. They recall being ridiculed for their dreams, crushed under the weight of their mother's unfulfilled potential, and manipulated into believing they were the problem. These stories aren't exceptions, they're the norm in far too many households. This behavior isn't just cruelty, it's a psychological disorder masquerading as motherhood. These mothers are deeply wounded, but instead of healing, they project their pain onto the very people they should be protecting. It's as if they're stuck in a twisted game of emotional Russian roulette, where you're always the one taking the bullet. They sabotage your success, undermine your confidence, and isolate you from the world, all under the guise of care. And for some, it goes even deeper into darkness. I've heard stories of mothers who, in their desperation to control, have turned to extreme measures, casting spells, engaging in witchcraft, and invoking curses on their own children. They tap into the darkest corners of the spiritual realm, seeking to bind you to their misery. These aren't just petty acts of jealousy, they're calculated moves in a psychological war that's been waged since the day you were born. The stakes are your very soul, and the battlefield is the relationship you once thought was unbreakable. The reality is harsh, but the truth is undeniable. Some mothers aren't just toxic, they're dangerous. You know the sting of jealousy, how it festers, how it consumes, but you never expected to see it reflected in the eyes of your own mother. Jealousy isn't just a fleeting emotion, it's a wildfire that can consume the very foundation of a relationship. And when it comes from the one who gave you life, the betrayal is profound. Among women, jealousy is a powerful force, and when it manifests within the bond between mother and child, it becomes a destructive storm. Your success, your achievements, the very things that should make her proud, can instead ignite a deep, corrosive envy. For many mothers, the sight of their children, especially daughters or sons, succeeding in areas where they themselves stumbled is unbearable. Your triumphs become a mirror reflecting their failures, a constant reminder of the paths they didn't take, the dreams they let slip away. And instead of celebrating your victories, they begin to resent you for them. They see in you the potential they once had but never realized, and that realization curdles into something darker. I've seen it time and again. Successful children, those who've built thriving careers, established businesses, or even simply secured a stable, happy life, become the targets of their mother's envy. You may have thought that by achieving more, you were honoring your mother's sacrifices, but instead, you find yourself caught in a silent war. Your home, your job, your happiness. They're all reminders to her of what could have been, of the life she never lived. And that's when the facade of unconditional love begins to crack. In her eyes, your success isn't a shared victory. It's a personal affront. She didn't follow the same path, didn't make the same choices, and now she sees your life as a condemnation of her own. The very person who should be your biggest cheerleader becomes your worst enemy, undermining you at every turn, casting doubts on your achievements, and trying to pull you back down to the level where she feels comfortable. It's not just jealousy. It's a desperate attempt to reclaim the power she feels she lost when you surpassed her. In this twisted dynamic, your greatest accomplishments become the weapons used against you, and your mother, the one person you thought would always stand by your side, reveals herself as the architect of your deepest wounds. You felt it, the relentless grip of a mother who believes the world revolves around her, who sees herself as the center of every story, including yours. Narcissism isn't just a personality flaw, it's a consuming force, a black hole that devours everything in its path, including your potential. Narcissistic mothers don't just want love and respect, they demand control over every aspect of your life. They're not content with guiding you, they need to shape you into a mirror image of themselves, forcing you to repeat the same cycles of failure, negativity, and regret that they've endured. They want you trapped in the same patterns, so they can maintain their delusion of power, their illusion that they still hold sway over your destiny. But the moment you start breaking free, carving out your own path, living independently, and tasting success on your own terms, the mask slips. Their love curdles into hatred, their pride twists into resentment. They despise you for achieving what they couldn't, for daring to step outside the cage they built for you. This isn't the natural order of things, where children grow and eventually surpass their parents. This is a threat to their very identity. Your success is a direct challenge to their authority, a reminder that their control was never as absolute as they believed. In their twisted worldview, you're not supposed to succeed where they failed. You're supposed to be an extension of them, carrying on their legacy of limitations, not rising above them. But when you refuse to be bound by their failures, when you shatter the cycle of negativity they've tried to impose, they retaliate. They lash out, trying to drag you back down into the darkness they inhabit. They see your independence not as a sign of your growth, but as an act of rebellion, a betrayal of the narcissistic fantasy they've constructed. This is the toxic paradox. Mothers who are supposed to nurture and guide you into becoming your best self instead become the very obstacle you must overcome. They see your potential as a threat, your independence as a rejection of everything they stand for. And so, the cycle continues. A battle for control, a war over who you're allowed to become. You've seen it, how she twists reality with a subtlety that borders on genius, how she manipulates every situation to maintain her grip on your life. This isn't just overprotectiveness, it's a calculated campaign of control, a toxic trap designed to keep you small, to bind you in a web of dependence. She knows your weaknesses better than anyone, and she's not above using them against you. The moment you start to rise, to carve out a life that's yours and yours alone, she steps in, not with support, but with sabotage. I've worked with clients who've lived through this hell, who've watched as their own mothers try to strip away every ounce of success they'd earned. Relationships that could have flourished were poisoned by her whispers. Friendships that could have been lifelines were severed by her manipulations. Some have even lost custody of their own children because their mothers couldn't bear to see them succeed as parents where they had failed. It's a cruelty that defies understanding, but it's all too real. Consider the client who battled alcoholism, striving every day to reclaim her life from the bottle's grip. Her mother, instead of offering support, would conveniently stock the house with her daughter's favorite drink, offering it under the guise of relaxation. It wasn't kindness, it was a chain, forged link by link, to keep her daughter dependent, to ensure she never broke free from the shadow of addiction. Or the client who struggled with weight loss, who finally began to make progress only to find her mother baking her favorite pastries every weekend, pushing them on her with the relentless insistence of someone who knows exactly how to hit where it hurts. These weren't acts of love, they were acts of sabotage, designed to keep her daughter from achieving the independence that would have threatened her mother's control. This is the toxic trap. A mother who would rather see you fail and remain under her thumb than succeed and slip beyond her reach. She manipulates not out of concern, but out of fear. Fear that your success will render her irrelevant, that your independence will shine a light on her failures. And so she tightens the noose, feeding your vices, hindering your progress, all to keep you in the place she's always known, beneath her. You've experienced it. The inexplicable collapse of relationships that seemed destined for greatness, leaving you heartbroken, shattered, and wondering where it all went wrong. But what if the source of your sorrow wasn't just bad luck or poor choices? What if the very person who should be cheering for your happiness was quietly sowing seeds of discord? Every time you start dating someone new, you feel the initial excitement, the thrill of connection, only to watch it unravel mysteriously. The bonds you're building start to fray, the trust begins to crumble, and before long you're left standing in the wreckage, confused and alone. Behind the scenes, there's a voice whispering venom into the ears of those you love. Your mother, who should be your biggest supporter, has become the architect of your heartbreak. She talks behind your back, twisting truths into lies, casting doubts about your character, and feeding your partner's insecurities. To them, she's just a concerned parent, but to you she's a saboteur, undermining your happiness with every word. She paints you as unstable, unreliable, or worse, unworthy of the love you're striving to build. And in doing so, she ensures that no relationship can withstand the weight of her manipulations. It's not just passive, it's calculated. She knows exactly what strings to pull to make your partner question everything, to make them doubt the very foundation of your relationship. Perhaps she implies that you're not as committed as you seem, or that you have a history of leaving people in the dust. Her words are coated in concern, but they're designed to poison, to corrode the trust you've painstakingly built. And when the relationship finally falls apart, she's there, not with comfort, but with a smug satisfaction, as if she's proven something to herself, that no one can have you but her. This is the envy of your relationships, a mother who cannot bear to see you happy, to see you find love and companionship outside her influence. Her jealousy isn't just of your partners, but of the idea that anyone else could hold a place in your heart that she once claimed as her own. She sees your happiness as a betrayal, your love for another as a threat to the control she's fought so hard to maintain. And so, she destroys what she cannot have, leaving you to pick up the pieces again and again, wondering why every relationship you touch seems cursed. The truth is, the curse isn't yours, it's hers. You've finally decided to take control of your life, to heal the wounds that have festered for too long. You've embraced spirituality, seeking peace and balance in a world that's often felt hostile and chaotic. But just as you start to feel the weight lift from your shoulders, just as the light begins to break through the darkness, something pulls you back. Sickness strikes without warning, your body betraying you in ways it never has before. Fatigue grips you like a vice, sapping your energy, making even the simplest tasks feel insurmountable. Unexplained accidents happen as if the universe itself is conspiring against you. But deep down, you know this isn't the universe at all. It's her. She's always been there, lurking in the shadows, watching your every move. Your mother, the one person who should be your greatest ally, is the very source of your suffering. She doesn't want you to heal, to grow, to find peace, because your healing threatens the control she's clung to all your life. You've become a target, not just of her resentment, but of something far darker, her malevolent intent. She's turned to forces beyond the physical, casting spells, invoking dark energies, all to keep you chained to the misery she's cultivated. Your spiritual progress is a direct challenge to the power she's wielded over you, and she cannot allow it. The spells she casts aren't just superstition. They're manifestations of her hatred, her desperate attempt to bind you to her twisted version of reality. As you try to cleanse your soul, she works to taint it, to drag you back into the darkness she herself inhabits. She's afraid of losing you, not out of love, but out of fear. Fear that without her, you'll discover a strength and freedom that leaves her irrelevant, powerless. Every setback you face, every inexplicable illness or accident, is her hand at work, her desperate grasp at the control she senses slipping away. Your healing is her nightmare, a reminder that she can no longer dictate the terms of your existence. But you're stronger than she realizes, stronger than the darkness she wields. You've tasted the peace that comes from within, and no spell, no curse can take that from you. Her hatred is a testament to your power, your progress, and your inevitable victory. The path may be treacherous, but it's yours, and no one, not even her, can take that away from you. There comes a moment like the crack of dawn breaking after a long, suffocating night, when the truth shatters the illusions you've lived under. This is your awakening, the moment when you finally see with painful clarity that the person who should have been your protector, your guide, has been your greatest enemy all along. The realization hits you like a bolt of divine lightning as God himself pulls back the curtain, exposing the manipulation, the deceit, the web of lies spun around you by the one who bore you. This revelation isn't just a flash of insight. It's a tidal wave that sweeps away every doubt, every excuse you've made for her cruelty, leaving only the stark, undeniable truth. God doesn't reveal this to just anyone. He reveals it to the chosen ones, those destined for greatness, for a purpose beyond the ordinary. You are not just another child, you are a beacon of light, and that light has threatened the darkness in her from the very beginning. As you awaken to this truth, the power shifts. No longer are you the victim of her insidious control, the puppet in her twisted play. You become the master of your own destiny, no longer shackled by the toxic influence that has sought to keep you small, dependent, and in her shadow. Your success, your independence, the very qualities that have sparked her jealousy and resentment, are the flames of your growth. They are the signs that you are breaking free, that you are no longer bound by the limitations she tried to impose. Every achievement, every step you take toward your own path, is a nail in the coffin of the control she once had over you. This is the power shift, the moment you reclaim your life, your identity, your purpose. You are not just surviving, you are thriving, and it's that very thriving that drives her to desperation. But now, you see it for what it is, a reflection of her own failures, her own insecurities projected onto you. And as you rise, as you step into the fullness of who you were always meant to be, her power over you crumbles. This is your awakening, your moment to break free and to live not just in spite of her, but in defiance of every attempt she made to keep you down. You are chosen, and no one, not even her, can dim the light that God has placed within you. You felt it, the relentless pressure, the invisible weight dragging you down just as you begin to rise. But this isn't just a series of unfortunate events or the natural ebb and flow of life. No, this is something far more sinister. The devil doesn't waste his time on strangers or distant enemies. He targets those closest to you, those who know your strengths and weaknesses, your dreams and fears. And who knows you better than your own mother? The devil uses her, manipulating the bond that should be sacred, twisting it into a weapon to strike at the very heart of your success. This is no ordinary conflict. This is spiritual warfare. The devil's tactics are insidious, not because he sends obvious enemies your way, but because he uses those you trust, those you love, to derail you. He understands that a blow from a stranger can be easily dismissed, but a strike from your own mother, that cuts deep, leaving wounds that are slow to heal, if they heal at all. The devil thrives on this intimacy, using her knowledge of you to craft the perfect traps designed to make you doubt yourself, to sap your strength, to keep you from fulfilling your destiny as one of the chosen. But now you see it, and seeing is the first step in breaking free. This is a spiritual battle, and your awareness is your shield. You must stay awake, stay vigilant, because the devil's attacks are relentless. He won't stop just because you've recognized his game. In fact, he'll double down, using every trick, every tactic to pull you back into the darkness. But you are not powerless. Your spiritual vigilance, your connection to the divine, is your greatest weapon. You must protect yourself, fortify your spirit, and stand firm against the toxic influences that seek to drag you down. This is where your strength is tested, where your true power is revealed. The devil's greatest fear is that you'll realize your own potential, that you'll break free from the chains he's tried to bind you with. And now that you see the truth, it's time to fight back. You were not made to be subdued by those who should love you. You were made to rise, to conquer, to fulfill the destiny that has been ordained for you. Stay spiritually vigilant. Protect yourself from these toxic influences. And never forget that in this battle you are not alone. You are divinely supported, and you are destined to win. You know, not all mothers wield their influence like a weapon. Many are sources of love, strength, and unwavering support. But for those who felt the sting of betrayal from the one who should have been their greatest ally, it's crucial to acknowledge the damage that's been done. You can't afford to sugarcoat or overlook the toxic behaviors that have undermined your growth and happiness. Your mother's actions, whether driven by jealousy, control, or something darker, have shaped your life in ways you're only beginning to fully understand. But now, with clarity in hand, you must confront the truth and take back the power that's rightfully yours. You've seen the effects in your daily life, the inexplicable failures, the relationships that crumble without cause, the constant feeling that something is holding you back. This isn't just coincidence, it's the result of a deliberate, often unconscious effort to keep you from rising above. But now that you see the patterns, now that you understand the why behind the how, you have the opportunity to break free. The power to change your story, to rewrite the narrative that's been imposed upon you, lies in your hands. This is your moment to take action, to step into the light that's been calling you all along. Don't let these experiences define you. Instead, use them as fuel for your own transformation. Your story is powerful, and by sharing it, you not only heal yourself, but also give others the courage to face their own hidden battles. If you've been through this, if you're still feeling the weight of this toxic influence, don't stay silent. Share this message with those who might be trapped in the same cycle, who need to hear that they're not alone.